good, Unbreakable family? Welcome back to the channel, guys.
Welcome back, y'all.
So today we're going to be reacting to your guys' unpopular opinions on relationships. We had you guys send us a few of your opinions on Instagram. I'm actually excited for this video because I kind of like controversial topics.
Yeah, I like to hear different perspectives on things. Me too. It's a good conversation. Today's video should be fun.
Yeah, it should be interesting. But before we get into today's video, Quan and I just want to kind of talk to you guys, do like a little mental health check with you guys. The weather's getting nicer. It's like pretty much spring. Is it officially spring now?
Oh, I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, so we're a couple days into spring, and I'm definitely feeling it because the sun is out longer. We're getting the nicer weather, especially in New York. Like 50s, we'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like now that spring is approaching, for me specifically, I'm starting to get like a little anxious, just like a little hints of anxiety because on top of me being pregnant and like nesting, I feel like we have to get our spring cleaning done. And it's just like a lot that we have to do in a short period of time.
Yeah, because as y'all know, baby number 3 is on the way.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little nerve-wracking for me also because as y'all know, I got 2 very active boys, and as the weather gets nice, they gonna want to go outside and play, and they gonna want daddy to play along with them. So
yeah, that's true.
It's a lot.
It is a lot because the kids want to stay outside like literally all day. But believe it or not, a lot of people feel like anxiety when the springtime is coming because they kind of feel like a lot of pressures.
I can see why.
With the longer days, you kind of feel like forced to be more productive in your day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel that because I feel like, okay, now that the days are longer, I need to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It can become like a little nerve-wracking and like a little anxiety-driven, you know?
Anxiety often peaks in late springtime. Our sponsor, BetterHelp, could connect you with a therapist who could provide support.
The majority of BetterHelp members seek support for anxiety, and 69% of members report improved anxiety symptoms after 6 weeks of therapy on BetterHelp.
It's also easy to get started. All you have to do is fill out a questionnaire and you will match with a therapist in as quickly as a couple days.
With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform that you can trust.
So let BetterHelp help you rule your anxiety so it doesn't rule you. Click the link in the description box.
Or visit betterhelp.com/RissandQuanVlogs for 10% off your first month of therapy. Make sure you guys check them out, enjoy, and click the link.
Click that link.
All right, let's get into these unpopular opinions on relationships.
Get into it.
They did not hold back today.
I feel like they're gonna be judging our relationship. Like some of the things that they
based on our answers, right?
Judging our relationship low key.
A little bit. Independent views and opinions are important in a relationship. You
gotta have a mind of your own, no matter what.
Yeah.
Who you're with, you gotta always have a mind of your own.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to decision making in your relationship, you have to have similar views on things.
Yeah. I feel like the most important things that need to align are like your morals and your values in a relationship.
For sure.
And your long-term goals. But when it comes to like everyday life things or like, you know, simple decisions, it's okay to have a difference in opinion or a view on things because trust me, Claude and I do not agree on everything.
We don't.
And we're both like strong-minded people, and I have a voice and opinion. He never like holds me back from having my opinion. And he has his own opinion on a lot of things that I don't always agree with, but
as you should.
Yeah.
We all have a mind of our own and we're not gonna always agree on everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta agree to disagree.
A lot of
certain
times.
things, but when it comes to, like Rissa said, morals and
big
things that you expect in your relationship and decision making, you gotta be on the same page.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can't just be a yes man in your relationship.
No.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay. Relationships should not be 50-50 financially. Men should be the providers. This is a huge topic nowadays.
That's always going to be a huge topic. And people are always going to have their difference in opinions on that topic. I don't feel like anybody is wrong with how they view that, whether they think a man should be the provider or they feel as if things should be 50-50, or some men believe that women should be the provider.
Yeah.
I feel like no one's wrong. Everyone's relationship dynamic is different, and whatever works for you, works for you.
Literally, like that's literally what I live by, because what works for us might not work for another couple in their relationship.
Yeah.
I also think there's another thing that people could look at nowadays. What if it's like us and we make our money together. But we also make our own money? Technically, Quan and I
Technically, it's 50-50.
Would that still be 50-50? Because like,
yeah, if all like the money that we make together
pays our bills
and stuff, then technically it's 50-50, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like how would most people view that?
They would view it as 50-50.
Because technically, like Quan and I don't have to come out of our own pocket, like our own money that we make individually to pay the bills, but the money we make together pays our bills. So like that's a completely different dynamic than most couples in itself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like whatever works for your relationship, really.
I think most people would view that as 50-50 because technically it's 50-50. We made the money together.
Yeah.
Half of the money that I made, half the money that you made is going towards what we need to pay for. So I see most people viewing that as 50-50, but that's what works. And then we have our own individual money to do whatever we want to do individually.
Yeah. So I don't know. So what do you feel like? They should not be 50-50? And men
honestly,
should provide? Do you agree that men should provide?
I feel like if you're in the position to provide, whether you're a man or a woman, and that works for your relationship dynamic, then yeah.
I agree.
Be a provider. If you're in that position, if you're making the most money in your relationship, and your partner is probably not making as much, I feel like it's only right to step up.
At least take a majority.
Or be the provider in a relationship. And if you don't want to be the provider in your relationship, then get somebody that's making more than you. But I feel like whoever's making more should definitely be the provider.
Yeah, I feel like I agree with that. Because it's like, why make the person that maybe isn't even making close to you, like...
Yeah, you gotta balance things out.
You gotta balance it out.
And if you love your partner, you'll balance it out naturally.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Okay, how you feel about this one? Once a cheater, ain't always a cheater.
I agree with that. People change.
Yep.
Some people change for the better. Some people want better. Every relationship may not be the same also.
That's true.
Something in that relationship, the relationship that you cheated, might have caused you to cheat. Like, you know?
No.
I'm not justifying cheating, but maybe something happened in that relationship that made you want to cheat. Maybe you got cheated on, so you cheated back.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe
you
it's
never
just
know.
a toxic relationship.
Exactly. But maybe now with someone else, you don't feel the need to cheat. Or maybe you just felt the need to cheat in your previous relationship and you don't feel the need to cheat with whoever you with. Yeah, or maybe you just changed and you don't want to be a cheater no more. You know? People change. I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't believe in that.
Okay, I don't believe in that, but I feel like that, like, targets a very select few of people. I'm not gonna just say men because women cheat too, but like majority of people, like I think it's like a large statistic. I don't know the number, but majority of people that cheat do end up cheating again. Yeah,
but it's all about growth. So like,
I believe some
say
people
you was
change.
younger and younger minded when you was cheating.
Yeah, you could have been so young.
You know what I'm saying? And now you grew to be more mature and have a different mindset.
Yeah, I
when
agree.
it comes to cheating.
You're supposed to learn and evolve and change as you grow. So I agree people can change, but I feel like that it comes from within. You have to want to change. So if they don't want to be cheating anymore, they won't.
And it's all about self-control.
Self-discipline.
It's self-discipline and self-control. And you gain that with age. Some people never get that.
Exactly.
Some people never gain self-control or self-discipline, but a lot of people do. So, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we agree. Just because you cheated before doesn't mean you'll always be a cheater, but you have to want to change. There's always one person who compromises more in the relationship.
For sure. That's the only way a
relationship... You answered that so fast.
No, because that's the truth. That's the only way a relationship could work.
When one person compromises more? So basically they're saying that there's always that one person in the relationship that compromises every single time. Yeah. Like the other person doesn't compromise? Both have to compromise.
There's always going to be a hard-headed one in a relationship. And there's going to be a person in a relationship that's more willing to let things go for it to work. If y'all both hard-headed and y'all both knuckleheads, y'all going to buck heads, and it's never going to end. Like, y'all going to be fighting forever. Somebody has to be like, you know what, you got it.
Okay, you know from our experiences and also just speaking to a lot of our friends who are in long-term relationships or marriages or engaged, majority of the time we have came to the conclusion that majority of the time the men are the ones that compromise more. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
It's the truth.
You feel like that?
Because women, I
think we're more emotional. Like everything's like more serious to us.
Yeah, and y'all go through, well, emotionally, that's what women say, that y'all go through more things emotionally with your body change and having kids and all that stuff. So we have
depends
to
on the season of life, but
and be more understanding of a woman.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard either way for like women will never fully understand men. I feel like men will never fully understand women. But after like having a lot of good conversations with like I said, other relationships, the men feel like they compromise more. But I feel like women compromise a lot too.
Yeah,
in different ways.
Us. Maybe in the beginning. I would agree with that. Maybe in the beginning of the relationship,
now we get too comfortable.
always compromise the most. Especially if they want to help a man grow and change, they're going to compromise. They're going to deal with a lot of our BS. But later down the road, all that compromise goes out the window and things reverse. It switches up, and then the man ends up being the one that's compromising.
Okay, so Quan feels like yes, one person needs to compromise more. I feel like if there can be a balance, there needs to be but
it needs to be.
It's not realistic all the time. Yeah. Women need to be submissive.
I agree. Not all right. Because I don't want risk of taking it the wrong way.
No, I know your opinion on this already.
I don't want no super submissive woman. I don't think it's right, because when you become too submissive, then you're just like a doormat that's just being walked all over. But I feel like in certain situations, a woman should be submissive to an extent.
Yeah, that's what Paul says.
Let your man be a man. Let your man dominate sometimes. You know, not necessarily let your man disrespect you or walk all over you, but like let a man be a man sometimes. Like for instance, parenting, for sure. Parenting.
Oh, that's a huge topic.
Men and women parent differently. Us as men, especially dealing with boy children, we're gonna be more rougher. We're gonna be like, it's just in our human nature to be more disciplinary and more aggressive than a woman. Let us be a man.
Because we naturally nurture.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Exactly. Let us be a man. Let us deal with things as a man would.
This was definitely a big topic for us before, like in the past. Like I already know your views on it, but I agree. Like as you know, I had to definitely learn a lot as I'm getting older. There are instances where I have to be like, okay, let me step back and like be a little bit more submissive just as a woman, rather than always feeling like I have to like challenge him, I guess you would say, the word is. That's what Quan used to say, like I was like challenging him, or like I feel like I always had to like, you know, stand my ground or something. But like realistically with Quan, I don't have to do that. So it really just depends on your partner too. You have to know like your partner, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be like that with you. You allow me to just like unwind, be like in my most feminine energy a lot of the times. I could just chill, be a woman. I don't have to always feel like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's not just, a lot of people look at submitting as like only sexual too. It's not just that, you know?
Yeah, that's not what I was referring to.
But I think if I was gonna say women need to be submissive, I would say there's a time and a place. It's like not all the time, but yes, there are times where you need to submit.
And I just want to piggyback off of what I was saying. A woman definitely needs to be submissive if the man is doing what he's supposed to be doing in a relationship, and that's
if you have a good man at home,
treating you right, making you feel special, respecting you, loving you,
being a good father.
If he's doing all those things,
why not submit?
It's only right to be submissive, because it's like he's doing what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Relationships are completely overrated. You actually don't need to be in one.
That's a form of opinion. I mean,
I don't
know what to say on that.
Overrated. So my opinion on this, I feel like no matter what, I mean, there's probably a select few people that don't feel this way, but no matter what, I feel like everyone in life wants love. That's like love, it sounds so cliche, but love is literally like the meaning to life.
Love is love.
Love is love. Like
everything.
When you experience love, it is the most amazing thing ever. And I feel like everyone in life yearns for that, no matter what they say. They act like they don't need nobody. We all need human interaction. We all need physical touch. We all need love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's hard to say like relationships aren't important. They're so important.
Like I said, everybody has a difference in opinion.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that's in a relationship. I love love. I love just me and my partner. You know, no one coming in between me and my partner. But for other people, I don't know if they can necessarily love and not be in a relationship with someone. I don't know. If that's their definition of love, everybody has a different definition of love.
Okay, that's true.
And
like you're saying,
some people believe that they can love multiple people at the same time also. So
that is true.
Everyone's different. So I can't completely disagree with maybe that person's opinion, but
you think relationships are overrated though?
I don't think it's overrated.
No, they're not overrated.
Overrated, like labeling relationships overrated is, I can't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I feel like until you get into a relationship where you feel fulfilled, then you might look at it as overrated. But like if you get into a relationship where like all your like boxes are being checked off, you'll love it.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Couples should live together before marriage.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree, but some people may not agree because of cultural values and culture.
I understand when it comes to like religion and all that stuff.
You have to really get to know a person in every way before you decide to marry them.
Oh my gosh, let me just tell you.
And living with somebody will truly help you get to know
your
who that
true
person
partner.
is. Yeah,
I'm
your
telling
true
you,
partner, for real.
Nobody knows your partner like you know your partner until y'all live together. I don't care, not their parents, not their siblings, no mom, dad, grandma, like nobody knows your partner like you until y'all live together. Like trust me. So I don't know, me personally, I don't feel like I could like just hop into living together after marriage, because you're gonna see a different side of your partner that you never saw before. You might be totally turned off.
Yeah.
But if you could get through like living together and then get married, y'all y'all gonna make it.
You just said everything.
Oh, you think so?
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you just
Oh
said.
my gosh. It's a huge transition, especially going from like being independent and living together as a couple. You guys have to learn so much, down to just how you clean. Like, it's everything. Yeah. Monogamy isn't for everybody.
I agree. It isn't for everyone. Some people lust for more than one person.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like, especially nowadays, like, it's very glamorized and like it's more out there, so people are more comfortable to try it, do it, and showcase it. Yeah, I don't know. I just wonder if everyone that isn't in a monogamous relationship, like that decide to do the polygamy route, if they're all very like happy and fulfilled.
it might work for some people.
Yeah.
Might not work for other people.
It feels like so much to balance. I don't know. Like, props to y'all.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
We're in a monogamous relationship, so we can't really
But I
speak
don't
on
judge
someone
it,
that's
like,
not in a monogamous relationship.
Yeah, but I don't judge it. I feel like for some people, it really might not be for them. Like, they just constantly lust for multiple women or multiple men, whatever it may be, and that might just fulfill them and make them happy. I don't know. I can't say it's not for everybody because it works for some people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to say.
Okay, this one was interesting to me. It says, communication isn't always the solution. Some things are better off not spoken.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No. You have to communicate. Whatever. If you have any problem, it has to be communicated, because all it does is just sit inside of you and bottle up, and
it shows up later.
It's gonna show up later. It's
Yeah.
gonna show up sometime down the line.
It will.
So you might as well communicate, get it all out, speak about it, figure out a solution, instead of just not speaking on it at all, because you're gonna keep those feelings inside.
Trust
you're not
me.
gonna just magically forget about it.
No, it'll be in your subconscious, and like Juan said, it'll definitely come up later in an argument. It can have nothing to do with that, but it's gonna come up because
Or it could come out in different ways. You could lash out with
aggression,
different actions, because you're feeling whatever you're feeling. You haven't let it out, or communicated it.
Yeah.
It can come out in different ways. So I don't think that's the best route to go.
Me neither. And it's also not fair to your partner, because you could be feeling that type of way about something they really don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're kind of left in the dark.
Exactly.
But it says some things are better off not spoken. I feel like it kind of comes down to like picking your battles at times. Not every single thing. Like, you shouldn't always feel the need to get every single thing off your chest, or like sometimes you gotta also just like realize.
You agree?
I don't know. It has to be a balance. I don't think that every single thing, it could be like little stuff. Remember how like in the beginning of our relationship you felt like I was being like very nitpicky? Like, certain things I probably could have let go that wouldn't have any matter today.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
So it depends on what they're
the
referring
severity.
to. Yeah, it depends on what they're referring to.
Yeah. It just says communication isn't always a solution. I don't agree with that. Communication is always a solution. But some things are better off not spoken at the same time, because is it that serious to make it a big deal?
Little petty things, like things that's not detrimental to your relationship.
Yeah.
You can just let it go and not really, touch
What
on
if it's
that.
really bothering you?
Unless it's really bothering you.
Yeah.
But if it's not really bothering you that much, then you don't really need to.
That's what I mean. Like, sometimes you could
Bring
sleep
it
on
up.
it, and then you wake up tomorrow and not think about it. Like,
If it's something that you, all right, there you go. If it's something that you get over, but then it forget about, then it's not necessary to communicate or talk about it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So this person says relationships should be 50-50. Bills, meals, everything. Oh, they even said meals. So like going out to dinner, we need to split it every time.
Hey, like I said, it's a formal opinion. Maybe 50-50 works for that person, so that's why they feel that way.
Me personally, no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think that every single thing in a relationship needs to be 50-50. That's not realistic in any aspect, because not just as a whole in a relationship. There will be days, like we've said before, maybe it's not 50-50. Maybe Quan is showing up more because I just can't 70-30 that day. Or maybe there's a day where he's like, babe, I cannot, and I'm 80-20. Like, it just depends on the day and the situation. You know what I'm saying? You guys are supposed to balance each other and just show up. You can't always like put in a whole 50-50. But when it comes to paying as well, like, I don't want to have to always pay 50-50. Like, I want to be treated to a meal or a dinner or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it depends on what works for you. Like I said, it's a form of opinion, so who knows? If that 50-50 works for that person, then.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be saying our opinion, babe.
Oh, I mean.
Would you don't even like when we go out to eat every time? Like,
Nah,
you rather
I mean,
pay.
Yeah, I'm the type to just, if I got it, I'm going to just cover it. Yeah, I never once thought like, oh, nah, like she needs to pay half for this, or
I feel like
I have to pay half for this. Like, nah, I don't think
we don't think like that. We just
weird.
do what we're doing. But I feel like this is acceptable maybe in the beginning stages where like you're just dating or something. Like, if you feel like you're dating multiple people and then you want to go out and y'all.
No, I'm talking about in a relationship.
But in a relationship,
that's what we're referring to, right?
Yeah.
In a relationship, nah.
Not everything needs to
I
always
don't
be.
think everything should be 50-50, but
That's too much pressure. Like, dang, every single time. Oh, groceries. Oh, 50-50.
no, you gotta make sure you have your half.
Oh,
you
gas.
Have your half,
Yo, where your
you
half?
can't pay for it.
Yeah, where's your half at? That's too much.
That's
like,
wild.
you should just be like doing things like genuinely out of love for your partner, and not really looking at like that
As a business,
Yeah.
it turns into like a business. It's not
Yeah.
even really like
too much pressure.
a relationship anymore. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yo, babe, I put gas in the car. Where you half
Yeah,
at?
yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
This is the last one. It says people in relationships shouldn't talk to their single friends regarding relationship advice.
Strongly agree, slightly disagree.
Okay, what do you feel?
I strongly agree because they can't relate, of course. I mean, they're single for a reason.
Yeah.
But slightly disagree because your friends are your friends. Say like that's your friend that you've been rocking with for a very long time and they just so happen to be single. They was in relationships before. They so happen to be single. That doesn't mean, oh, because my friend is single, they don't know nothing about relationships.
Or they can't give you good advice.
Yeah, they can't give me good advice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not right. It depends on the friend.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Some friends are single and mature, and then there's very immature single friends. So it depends on the friend.
You gotta know which friend you're talking to. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say. It depends on the friend, but just because your friend is single, like Quan was saying, like doesn't mean they don't know you as a person too.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Like Quan has good friends. Like you could go to your friends, they could tell you, like they'll let you know if you're wrong or you're tripping or like you know what I'm saying.
Even my single friends.
Even
yeah.
your single friends. So that's why it's like hard for me. Like trust me, his friends be having my back. They're like, nah, you tripping, Quan. Like you know what I'm saying. So I can't say that. I feel like you can talk to single friends, but it also depends on what you're sharing at the same time too. You know, and like what are your single friends into right now? If you're talking to your single girlfriends that just want to be outside and they on their hot girl streak and now they're trying to convince you to be on the same timing, that's probably not the best friend to be talking to. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta like choose who you're talking to and about what. But I feel like you can, if that's your support system, everyone should have a support system or outlet to talk to, whether they're single or not, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was fun.
Those were good
That was
ones.
cool. It was cool to hear you guys' opinions on relationships, and it was cool to also share our opinions on those topics. We would love to do this again, so comment down below if y'all want to see a part 2.
Yeah, and I hope that we have some good conversations going on in the comment section because I'm excited to read everything, what you guys got to say. But yeah, we're going to close out today's video right here. Don't forget to check out BetterHelp. Click the link at the top of our description.
Click that link.
Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's video, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Love you guys.
Love y'all. Peace.